Hello everyone, this is Michael Technologies. Today we are going to be teaching on logic gates. Logic gates, their symbols, application and their realizations. So now we have about 6 kinds of logic gates, but today we are going to be starting with the simplest logic gate, which is the NOT gate. So the NOT gate can be regarded as the simplest or most basic logic gate. Now, what is the NOT gate? Today, I'm not going to be giving us more definitions, but just the examples, the truth tables, and the circuit implementation. Now, the NOT gate is represented by this symbol here. This is the symbol for the NOT gate. Now, the NOT gate simply means, just like the name implies, not. For example, I am not tall means no to tall, so it means I am short. So not represent the opposite of the input value. Now in this symbol, an input value x, when put into a NOT gate, will give us the inverse x bar, or better still called x prime. So if we input 1, the output will be 0. Now this is the truth table for the NOT gate. When one input is 1, output is 0. When input is 0, output is 1. As simple as that. Now I feel you are going to get a better understanding by this circuit diagram. Now this is the input, this is the input, and then the output, this is it. So we can call this x and we can call this x bar. Now if we input 1, we are supposed to get 0 here. Now how do we get that? This is a transistor. Now this is the best way to represent this NOT gate. Initially, no current is flowing from this place to this place, so no current can flow from here to here. If you don't have the idea, go and study transistors, you will see it. So current cannot flow from here to here because there is no current between the base and the emitter, so no current can flow from here to here. So every current that you pass from here will go directly to this place. Now because this place no current is flowing, so we have a 0. Now when we have a 1, when x equal to 1, current will begin to flow from here to this place. So current can flow from this to this place, which is the power to the ground. Now if the current flows from here, the current no longer goes through this place because it is limited by this resistor. So almost all the current flows through here. So this place output becomes 0. Remember, the input was 1, current flows from here to here. Current can now flow from here to here. Then no current can flow here anymore because all the current can now pass through the transistor. So the output is 0 because no current flows here. So that's just the basic explanation of the NOT gate. Or now if the input is now 0, no current flows here, so this is not there. Therefore no current flows here, so all the current will come here, meaning if the input is 0, the output becomes 1 instead. So that's just the basic explanation of the NOT gate. So if the input is 1, the output is 0. If the input is 0, the output is 1. Now the second kind of gate is the AND gate. The AND gate. Now we are going into a less basic gate. Now the AND gate, as the name implies, AND. Now I will just say A and B, as I wrote here. A and B. Now this is the symbol for the AND gate, like an half sphere, an half circle, a semicircle, and then it has 2 inputs. Now an AND gate can have more than 2 inputs. It can have as many inputs, but the output will always be the product of the inputs. Now this is the circuit diagram. Now we are having 2 transistors now, no longer 1. We are having 2 transistors, and they are connected in series. They are connected emitter to collector. They are connected in series. This is the power supply, this is the output, and these are the inputs A and B. These are the outputs. Now current can only flow past this transistor if current flows from here to here. That is, if there is current like this, Current can only flow past through this transistor if current flows like this. So it means that if the input are off, no current will flow through the transistors. Good. Now, the only way you can have an output is if the two transistors are on. Remember, current can only flow from here to here if the input here is 1. That is, if current flows here and current flows here. So, for example, in our truth table, when both input are 0, that is, current is not flowing through these places, the output becomes 0. The output becomes 0. Why? Because no current can flow here. If peradventure B, it becomes 1, as in this truth table, current can flow through this point, but current cannot flow through this point. So the current cannot get to this place. So the output is still 0, as we have here. Now, what if we make A 1 and B 0? That is, if A becomes on, that is, current can flow here, and then B is off, that is, no current here. Current can pass to this stage, but it cannot go here. So the output is still 0. Now, the only way we can have a 1 output is if both inputs are 1. That is, A and B are both 1s. So the only way current can flow from this point to this point is that A and B are both 1. That is, the output is 1 if and only if A and B are both 1. The output is 1 if and only if A and B are both 1. So I can only pass current from here to this place if A and B are both on, that is 1. Now, on means means 1, and off is equivalent to 0. So current cannot flow from here to here unless both of them are on. So that is the basic analogy of the AND gate. So if we have A and B as the inputs, the product is going to be X equal to AB. That is A dot B. A and B. Now we are going to move to the next one, the OR gate. Now, the OR gate. Okay, before I go there, I want to show you something in the AND gate. The AND gate means multiplication. But the OR gate means addition. Now, if you have some previous knowledge about probability, you remember that AND means multiplication and OR means plus. So we are applying the same logic here. It's just logic. Now, this is the circuit diagram. We have two transistors now in parallel, not in series. They are now in parallel. Now, if transistor A is on, current can flow from the power to the output. So that is, if A is 1, output is 1. If B is 1, current can still flow to the output and give us 1. If they are both on, A and B are 1, current can still flow through the two and give us 1. Now, the only way the output is going to be 0 is if both inputs are off. That is, A is 0 and B is 0, then the output is 0. Remember, if one input is 1, the output will be 1. Even if it's only 1 in the second one that is on, the output will still be 1. And even though it's both that are on, the output will still be 1. That is, the output is 0 if and only if both inputs A, B are 0. That is, for the OR gate, you only have 0 as the output when both inputs A and B are 0. Now we're going to move to the next one, the NAND gate. Now, if you have understanding about the AND gate, you will have a better understanding of this NAND gate. If you don't understand the AND gate, please go back and rewatch it. So, because if you don't understand that, you cannot understand this NAND gate. Now, the NAND gate simply means not AND. That is inverse of AND gate. not and. So it was an acronym, not and, NAND. The symbol is an AND gate with a NOT gate. So if the input AB, the A and B gives us AB for the AND gate, the NOT gate is going to invert this to give us bar AB, or better still, AB bar. But you can simply leave it like this. It's more acceptable in this way. Now these two circuits are combined to give us this. So this is the real symbol. Now the AND gate, this is the combined symbol for it, combining the AND and the NOT gate to give the NAND gate. So the input AB is going to give us an output of X equal to AB bar. Now for the truth table is just the inverse of the AND gate. Just the inverse of the AND gate. Now in the AND gate, if 0 and 0 was 0, it's going to be 1 for the NAND gate. If 0 and 1 is 0, it's going to be 1 for the NAND gate. So we are just having the exact opposite of the AND gate. That's what I just having. Just the exact opposite of the AND gate. So once you have a basic knowledge of the AND gate, you can easily deal with the NAND gate. Remember, NAND equal to not AND. So now we have the NOR gate. The NOR gate. Now the NOR gate simply means not OR. That is, it is the inverse of OR gate. So this is the logic diagram for the NOR gate. We have a OR gate with a NOT gate. So if A and B are the input, for the OR gate we have A plus B. Remember I said OR means plus, A plus B, and then there is a NOT gate here to invert the output. So we have bar A plus B, or A plus B or bar. So this is the combined diagram. This is the symbol for the NOR gate. And for the truth table, all we have is just the inverse of the OR gate, the inverse. For the OR gate, what we had was 0, 1, 1, 1. But for the NOR gate, we are having 1, 0, 0, 0. So it's just the inverse of the OR gate. Now we have another gate. Now this one is more advanced than the previous ones. We have the exclusive OR gate. The exclusive OR gate, or you call it for short XOR. Now this is a special gate. It was derived. So it's not the fundamental gate. It was derived. Now this is the symbol for the exclusive OR, and this is the logic diagram. So now the input A here is put into an AND gate here, and another AND gate here, and an OR gate. So an exclusive OR is just a combination of 3 gates, 2 AND gates and 1 OR gate. Now the input A here is inverted for the second AND gate, and the input B here is inverted for the second AND gate. And so here we are going to have, here we have A, here we have B bar. So A and B bar will give us A, B bar. And then here we have B and A bar. So we're going to have A bar B as the output here. So now when we combine A, B bar and A bar B, we are going to have the output as X equal to A B bar plus A bar B as the output of the exclusive OR gate. Now this is the truth table. The truth table can only state that the output is 1 if and only if just one input is 1. That is, it only requires one input on for it to give you a true output. So we have for 0, 0, that is, if both inputs are 0, 0, you will have 0. If they are 0, 1, you have 1. If they are 1, 0, you have 1. But if they are 1, 1, you have 0. So that is all for the exclusive OR gate. The exclusive OR gate. Now the last kind of gate we have is the exclusive NOR gate. The XNOR. The exclusive NOR gate. Now the XNOR is equivalent to not exclusive OR. And I told you X earlier. Not means the inverse of something. So the not exclusive OR means what? The inverse of the exclusive OR logic gate. The inverse of the exclusive OR logic gate. Now this is the diagram. This is an exclusive OR gate. Then with a NOT gate, it gives us an exclusive NOR gate. Now I didn't draw the truth table because the truth table is just the exact opposite of the exclusive OR gate. So if you draw the truth table for the exclusive OR gate, just inverting the output is the truth table for the exclusive NOR gate. So just inverting the output, that's all you need to do. For the truth table of the exclusive NOR, you have to invert the output. Now here we have 0 0 0 for the OR, but for the NOR it's going to be 1. Here we are going to have 0, here we are going to have 0, and here we are going to have 1. So that's just it. It's just the inverse. The exclusive NOR gate is the inverse of the exclusive OR. So it's just not exclusive OR gate. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more. You need more explanation? Comment below. Thanks for watching.